So let me get this straight. You want to be next to a pavilion, you want to be next to a golf course, and you want to be across a 30-acre park for recreation activities. And then you still want to be walking distance away from LRT and shop lots for your convenience. Actually, God, let me take you there. Welcome back to Holistic Homes. My name is Andrian, and today I'm going to bring you to show you the most anticipated project by Exsim called Queenswoodz. So don't go anywhere because I'm going to show you the project location, the amenities around it, the project details, the facilities, and also the unit tours, as well as 3 hits and 3 misses, which is the 3 pros and 3 cons on whether this project is suitable for you. So feel free to jump around different sections or come along with the ride. Queenswoodz is located in Bukit Jalil, which is where I'm standing right now, which is the Bukit Jalil 30-acre park. And behind me you can see is the progress of Kingswoodz. And Kingswoodz is located next to Queenswoodz. So you're very close to this park. Bukit Jalil is located at the south of Kuala Lumpur, which is about 12 kilometers away from the KL city centre. Now next to Bukit Jalil is Puchong, Oyuji and Sungai Besi. Living in Queenswoodz, you are surrounded by a very matured area which has a lot of amenities. So let's start first with the shops and the malls. You already know that you're next to Pavilion Bukit Jalil, and I personally tried walking from Pavilion Bukit Jalil to Queenswoodz, the site itself, and it took me 16 minutes through the park and 11 minutes through the paved walkway that is provided in Bukit Jalil. And now I'm standing at Jalil Link, which has a bunch of cafes, banks, pharmacies, and a lot of amenities for you. And the best part is, right behind me here is the theoretical side gate of Queenswoodz, where you as a resident can move in and out easily through the side gate to Jalil Link. Further down, there is Arcade Esplanade, Link 2, The Earth, OUG, and also Sri Petaling. The developer Exsim has provided a free shuttle service for residents starting from KL Wellness City, and then you'll stop by Pavilion Bukit Jalil, and then it goes to Queenswoodz, which is at Jalil Link. And then finally, it reaches here at LRT Awan Besar. Now speaking about the LRT, there's also a shaded path proposed by the developer that you can walk from Queenswoodz to LRT Awan Besar. And besides that, there's also a bus service, bus T580, which you can take from Jalil Link bus stop, and it takes you all around Bukit Jalil, including Technology Park and also Meranti Park. And then finally, the bus will end here at LRT Awan Besar. In terms of hospitals, the nearest one to Queenswoodz is IMU and Columbia Asia Hospital. But we have KL Wellness City also upcoming right now, and this will be focusing on specialized treatment and medical tourism. In terms of education, there's Tzu Chi International School, SJKC Lai Meng, SK and SMK Bukit Jalil, Bukit Jalil Sports School, and for tertiary education, we have APU, Asia Pacific University, IMU, International Medical University just around the corner. For recreation, there is Bukit Jalil's 30-acre park, and then they have Bukit Jalil's Golf and Country Resort, the famous Stadium Bukit Jalil, which has a lot of run clubs these days, and also Selangor Turf Club if you want to do horse riding. In terms of offices, there's Hub Tower, and then there's also Meranti Park and Technology Park nearby, where Technology Park is housing the famous Astro building as well as Standard Chartered. Getting to Bukit Jalil is easy. It is surrounded by 4 major highways, which is Kesas, Bukit Jalil Highway, Max Highway, and in parallel to it is also KL Seremban Highway. Now, for Kesas Highway, it takes you from KL all the way to Klang. For Bukit Jalil Highway, it connects you quickly to Puchong. And then for Max, it's from KL all the way to Putrajaya. And for KL Seremban Highway, it's from KL all the way to Seremban and beyond. To get to Queenswoodz, the developer has built a dedicated road that connects into Queenswoodz, Kingswoodz, and also Exsim Data Center. Now this road is accessed through Jalan 13/155C, which is along Jalan Jalil Perkasa or Perseran Bukit Jalil. But on this side, there is a side gate that connects you straight to Jalil Link shop lots. Queenswoodz sits on a 3.44 acre land, which is leasehold and also commercial title. So starting from lower ground, there are about 3 retail commercial units, and then the ground floor has the drop-off lobby and the main entrance. From level 1 to level 7 are the residential car parks, and then level 8 is the facility podium, where some of the residential units actually start from level 8, up to level 49 for Tower A and level 50 for Tower B. where for Tower A, level 50 is the Sky facilities, and for Tower B, level 51 has the Sky facilities. There are a total of 494 units in Tower A and 510 units in Tower B, totaling up to 1,004 units. Most condo facilities are more or less the same, but let me highlight this to you. Queenswoodz facilities, right, they have this clubhouse that's sitting on the 8th floor, which you'll probably get very nice views. And then for the gym, it's seated on a floating deck where it is having a panoramic view of the facilities. And then inside the clubhouse itself is a multi-purpose hall, which also can be used as a badminton court. As you come this side, we can see that the swimming pool is over here. And let me remind you that Exsim practices a saltwater swimming pool standard. So that's going to be good for your skin, and also doesn't need to use chlorine if I'm not mistaken. But on this side, you can see that there is a hoops court for those who like to play basketball. And then one thing great about this project is that the facilities are not just on the 8th floor, but for Tower A and Tower B, on the 50th and 51st floor respectively, they have the Sky Lounge as well as the barbecue area, which is open air. So imagine being on the 50th floor with the view of Bukit Jalil Recreational Park and also the golf course, just doing barbecue up there with the fresh air is just amazing. Now let's talk about the layout floor plan of this project. Every floor has an average of 14 units, and then every floor also has 5+1 elevators. Now in terms of facing, on the north side, you get to see OUG and KL City. On the west side, you'll see Bandar Kinrara. On the south side, you'll see Bukit Jalil Recreational Park, and on the east side, you will see Bukit Jalil Golf and Country Resort. So type A1 is 807 square feet with 2 rooms plus 1 and 2 bathrooms. Now the difference between type A1 and A2 is just the option to have a balcony or not. So same thing with type B, which is 936 square feet. It has 3 rooms and 2 bathrooms, but the difference between B1 and B2 is whether it has a balcony or not. And same thing for type C. It's 1,206 square feet with 3 rooms plus 1 and 3 bathrooms. It's either you want balcony or not, is between C1 and C2. But for type D is different. Both type D units are 1,410 square feet, but type D1 gets 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, whereas type D2 is a 3+1 bedroom plus 3 bathrooms. But why 3+1? Is because D2 is a dual key system where you have a dedicated studio unit and the other rooms are in the main unit. Welcome to Unit A2. This is an 807 square feet unit with a 2+1 bedroom and also 2 bathrooms. Now what I like about the Queenswoodz project, right, is that all the units will have a wheelchair friendly ramp, and they will at least have 1 bathroom that's also wheelchair friendly. Now next to the entrance, you can fit a full height shoe cabinet. Now come on in, let's check out the unit, alright? So as you come in over here, the first thing that we'll see, we'll be welcomed by the kitchen and the open living area. So the kitchen is located right over here, and you can fit a bar peninsula, and you can still do your basic cooking and preparation over here. So this gives you a lot of practical space because you have preparation and cooking and then cleaning, which is technically the golden triangle of interior design. Now behind me is the yard area. So this yard area, right, can be opted to be your laundry area, so it's partitioned and segregated for all the clean stuff, or you can make this as your wet kitchen where all the heavy frying, heavy cooking will be done here so that the smell does not go on to your unit. Now a +1 room here works this way. On this side, you can see that there's this open space. Now you could use this as a study room or a storage room, and you can always add a partition over here to either block it off, give some privacy, or leave it open as you like. Now the dining area can fit about a 4-seater dining table, and the living room can fit about a 4-seater sofa as well. Now since this is Unit A2, Unit A2 does not have a balcony, so you have the whole living space all the way until here, which is great. But if you had a balcony, it'll be cut off somewhere here, and then you have a limited space of your living area, but you have an open space with fresh air from a balcony. That's up to you. So now moving on to the master bedroom. The master bedroom has the ensuite bathroom with the wheelchair friendly ramp. And what I like about the master bedroom is that you can choose to put a king size or a queen size bed depending on your preference, because if you don't mind losing that walkway space, you can put a king size bed and you can still have a small dressing table behind over there. Now, this unit is a butterfly layout, meaning that the rooms are across each other. So this is bedroom number 1. Now we're at Type B2, 936 square feet with 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And as you come in, right, you'll still be welcomed by the elderly friendly ramp as usual, and also there's enough space to put a little bit of storage cabinets. But as you come in, as usual, the kitchen is on the front of the entrance. So the kitchen like this, you can still fit a peninsula bar, and also the kitchen cabinets will be here. And the yard is behind me where you can do your laundry or wet cooking. Now coming towards the living space. The living space is big. I like this open concept, right? And because this is type D2, B2 is the one without a balcony. So as you can see, there's indoor space that you can utilize for a small playroom for kids or a nice reading corner. And for the dining table, you can fit about a 6-seater table. Now on this side is where the bedroom 1 and 2 are located. So over here we have bedroom 1, which is a bit small. You can fit a super single bed and a wardrobe. And then for bedroom 2, you can fit a queen size bed with a wardrobe as well. Now as usual, there's a lot of commonalities with the designs, but on that side is the master bedroom, and when it's on opposite sides, it means it's a butterfly layout. Now here is the master bedroom, and what's nice about this is that it can actually fit a king size bed, including a wardrobe. And this master bedroom has the ensuite bathroom with the wheelchair friendly ramp. Now welcome to unit type C2. One of my favorite units is 1,206 square feet, and it's a 3+1 room plus 3 bathroom. Right, so when you come in, it's really open space over here. So you're welcomed by this huge kitchen, which has a bar island. Now bar island is a detached island from the wall, so you can walk through here as well. And this is great because it brings a lot of room and openness to the area. But just like every other yard, you can use it for your laundry or for your wet kitchen. Now let's move on to this side first. Over here is the +1 room, which you can still use as a reading room, maybe an exercise room or a storage room. And then coming on this side is the master bedroom. So the master bedroom can fit a nice wardrobe with a king or queen size bed, and it has its own ensuite bathroom. But moving on to the other side, this is type C2. So C2 is a layout that doesn't have a balcony. You have a lot of usable space indoor. You could fit like an exercise machine, or you can have a reading bench here. For the dining area, you can fit a 6 to 8-seater dining over here. As usual, we are on a butterfly layout. So that means the rooms are across each other. So as you walk through here, the guest bathroom is on this side, and then we have bedroom 1 and then bedroom 2. So bedroom 1 is special because it has its own ensuite bathroom, and this is the bathroom that has the wheelchair friendly ramp. And then for bedroom 2 is nice for kids playroom or the bunk beds. Welcome to unit type D1. This is 1,410 square feet with 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. As usual, as you enter, there's an elderly friendly ramp, and beside it is you can fit a full height shoe cabinet. Now let's come on in. Right? One thing I like about this unit is that it has a very wide entrance, and it can fit either a storage cabinet or you can just leave it open as you like. Now as you enter, you are welcomed by this huge space which shares the living room, dining room, and also the kitchen. Now what I like about open space is that you can have the kitchen overlooking the dining and the living area. Behind me is the yard area. So in the yard, you can choose whether you want it to be a wet kitchen or a laundry area. And now I would suggest a wet kitchen to be separated from the living space, because in a condominium, you do not want the smell to spread all over into the unit. The dining area could fit about a 6 to 8-seater table. And then we have a balcony. So unlike the other units, type D1 and D2, the balcony is not optional. But that's not a bad thing at all, because type D units are facing towards the Bukit Jalil Park and also a bit of Bukit Jalil Golf Course. So as you walk through down this corridor, the guest bathroom is there, and then bedroom 2 and 3 is over here, while we finally reach into the master bedroom. Now the master bedroom has its ensuite bathroom, and then you can fit a king or queen size bed over here depending on your preference. On the other side is where you can actually fit a walk-in wardrobe or a nice dressing table. But now, moving on to the other side is actually bedroom 1. Bedroom 1 is on the other end of the unit because, like I said, it's called a butterfly unit. And we talk about Queenswoodz as a multi-generational layout. Why? Because you can fit your parents on this side, and then you'll be staying on that side, and then the bedroom one has a wheelchair-friendly bathroom. Now we are at unit type D2, which is a very interesting one. 1410 square feet as well, but a 3+1 bedroom and 3 bathroom. Why is it a +1? It's because it's a dual key system. On my right is the studio unit, and the main unit is over there. Now, as usual, as you enter, right, you have the wheelchair-friendly ramp, and also you can fit a full-height shoe cabinet. And now as we check out the studio side, you can have this foyer over here with your laundry area or storage area, and you can have a pantry here where you can do a light cooking. Now, this could be designed for rental, or you could use this for your parents, because this is the room that has the ensuite wheelchair-friendly bathroom. So if your parents stay here, they can have a whole lot of privacy, not needing to go out, and they can still make the coffee or the snacks while they are in this room. Okay, but other than that, let's say if it's just only for yourself, you could have this as your work studio, or let's say if you're into fitness, right, you can have a home gym over here. Now let's check out the main unit itself, because the main unit is very, very spacious. Over here you can see that we are in this huge living area that is connected with the open kitchen concept, as well as the dining area over here. Now, Type B, like I said, it's not optional to have a balcony. You will always have a balcony which goes all the way until here. Very spacious balcony. At the same time, this is the dining area where you can fit about 6 to 8 people. So this kitchen can fit a bar island, and that's huge. Having a bar island is a luxury. You can do a lot of bartending, make a lot of drinks, serve your friends or family, and then still do cooking here. But as usual, behind we have a yard. I recommend to have the heavy cooking outside, or you could do your laundry there. Let's move on to the living quarters. Now, all the living quarters are all on this side. You have this corridor space, and as you can see, a corridor space is not usable, but it's only walkable. So here is your guest bathroom, and then you have bedroom 1, and then bedroom 2, and then finally, your master bedroom is over here, and it's a huge space. Come, let me show you, right? Like, this space can fit the king-size bed nicely, and you will still have walking space to put a side table, right? And then this master bedroom can still fit a walk-in wardrobe, and is also with an ensuite bathroom attached to it. And now we are on our final segment, which is 3 hits and 3 misses. So for the 3 hits, I would like to say first, it is the multi-generational living in this condo space. Firstly, it's because of the big unit type starting from 807 square feet all the way to 1410 square feet, which all are provided with wheelchair-friendly layouts. Second is the accessibility. You can walk to LRT Awan Besar. There is a free shuttle service. There's also buses available from Jalil Link, and you are around 4 major highways, which makes it easy to go in and out. So number 3 is the partial furnishing packages provided by the developer, which is optional. So whether you wanted a full bare unit or have some built-ins already provided by the developer is up to you. And now let's talk about the 3 misses. So the first one is the leasehold nature of this project. Now you might wonder, what is the future of my property if once the lease expires? Well, that's in the next 99 years. And also, there have been successful stories that the lease has always been successfully renewed or extended, or some, like Sri Petaling, have actually converted into freehold. Now that's good news. Now the second thing is the high density of the project. There are about 1,004 units with 2 towers sharing facilities. But given with the new modern nature of working from home and also flexible work hours, the rush hour doesn't impact most of the modern societies these days. And number 3, which is a pro and also a con, is the maturity of this area. You see, being in a mature area, you are provided with a lot of amenities, but that means a lot of traffic is also around you. But not to worry, because you are walking distance to Jalil Link. So if you need anything like food or clinic or pharmacy, you can just walk down, while everyone else is stuck in the traffic around you. We hope this video has been informative and helpful for you. Now if you feel the same, we would highly appreciate if you do the LSS for us, which is like, share and subscribe. My name is Andren, and I'm from Holistic Homes, and I'll see you in the next video. And then you want to be still able. Shit. There's Two T International School. My name is Andren and I am from Holistic Homes. Jalil 30-acre Kingswood. Something in my throat.